I remember the very first time I felt that pull to bail out my sister Jenna like it was yesterday, even though it was back in the summer of 2015, when the Chicago heat was so thick you could cut it with a knife. And I was just 23, sweating through my warehouse uniform after a 10-hour shift stacking boxes of electronics that would end up in some big box store. Our family home was this modest two-story in the suburbs, with peeling blue paint on the siding and a backyard where the grass always seemed a little too brown no matter how much Dad watered it. Dad was 53 then, still wrenching on cars at the garage downtown, coming home with oil-stained overalls and a tired grin, while Mom, 51, flipped burgers and poured coffee at the diner on Elm Street, her feet aching from standing all day but never complaining. Jenna and I had shared a room until I was 12 and she was 10. Bunk beds stacked high with posters of bands and movie stars taped crookedly to the walls. We were inseparable as kids, her with her wild, curly hair and freckles that she hated. Me, the lanky big brother, always ready to throw punches if anyone messed with her. Like that time in 3rd grade when Billy Thompson called her spotty face. On the playground, I shoved him into the sandbox and got a week's detention. But Jenna baked me cookies from a mix as thanks. Looking back, I regret how those early acts of protection planted the seeds for what became a one-sided dynamic, me always the hero, her the damsel. Curiosity back then was innocent, would she ever toughen up like me? But Dad's mantra echoed in my head. Family sticks together, no matter what. Little did I know it would cost me more than just playground scraps. By 2015, life had started diverging for us. I clawed my way through community college on scholarships and part-time jobs, earning an associate's in computer science while living at home to save cash. Jenna, at 21, had dropped out of high school the year before after a messy breakup with her first serious boyfriend, the kind that leaves you questioning everything. She got her GED online eventually, but motivation was spotty. Shed pick-up shifts at fast food joints or malls, only to quit when drama with coworkers flared up. The first ask came casually, over a greasy pizza dinner at home one Friday night. "Hey, bro," she said, picking at her slice. "My car's acting up, needs new tires or something. Can you lend me $100? Payday's next week." I didn't hesitate, pulled out my wallet, handed over 250s. "No worries. Jen, get it fixed safe." Suspense kicked in right away. Would she pay back promptly? A week later, she did, with a big hug and a "You're a lifesaver." Felt good, like I was fulfilling that big brother role. But regret crept in subtly when the next month she asked for $200 for a phone bill after accidentally going over data streaming shows. I wired it via app. Curiosity, wondering if this was becoming a habit. Our parents were none the wiser. They were proud of me for making it, and worried about her. But money talks were taboo in our house, Dad always said. We don't count favors in family. The pattern solidified in 2016, as I landed my first real job in IT support at a mid-sized firm downtown. Starting at $42K, a year felt like a fortune after warehouse wages. I moved into a tiny studio apartment near the L train, with creaky floors and a view of a brick wall. But it was mine. Jenna was crashing with friends after a fallout with Mom over her lack of direction. She called one rainy evening, voice shaky. "I'm in trouble, landlord's evicting me for late rent. Need $600 or I'm homeless." My stomach dropped. Images of her on the streets flashed. I transferred the money that night, dipping into my budding savings account. "Just this once. Okay. Get stable," I said. She promised, tears in her voice. "I will. Bro, love you." But suspense built when weeks turned to months without repayment. I brought it up gently over coffee. "Hey, about that loan." She waved it off. "Things are tight next month for sure." Regret hit like a wave. ID skipped a weekend trip with buddies to afford it. Curiosity gnawed. Was she trying? Or taking advantage? Drama stayed internal. I didn't tell our parents, not wanting to stir the pot. 2017 ramped things up, like turning the heat on a simmering pot. ID gotten a small raise to $48K. feeling secure enough to start a 401k. Jenna, now 23, was dating a sketchy guy named Mike who produced music, but mostly played video games. She wanted to enroll in cosmetology school. This is it. My passion. Too much pressure. Plus Mike needs me around. No refund from the school. And the money vanished. Drama bubbled when I confronted her at a family BBQ. That was a lot and he planned to pay back. She rolled her eyes. Why so serious? It'll come. Regret deepened that cash could've upgraded my computer setup for work. Curiosity shifted how many more opportunities would she chase? The years blurred into a cycle of crises from 2018 to 2020. Each ask pulling me deeper into the role of financier. 2018, her car accident no fault, but $1,000 deductible she couldn't cover. Please. Bro, I need wheels for job interviews. Send it. But suspense peaked when she bought new clothes instead of job hunting right away. 2019 health scare appendix issues. $1,200 for co-pays after ER visit. I rushed to the hospital, paid the bill directly, heart pounding with worry. She recovered, but repayment. When I'm back on my feet. Pandemic 2020 hit us all. I was remote working. Salary steady at $55K. But isolation amplified everything. Jenna lost her retail job. Called panicking. Unemployment's delayed need $2,500 for rent and food. The world was shutting down. How could I say no? Wired it. Regretting how it wiped my buffer for emergencies. We bonded over Zoom happy hours. Her venting about lockdown blues. Me offering advice on resumes. Felt like old times. Curiosity, hoping this bonded us beyond money. But drama loomed when stimulus checks came. She splurged on takeout and online shopping. While I saved mine. 2021 brought a turning point, or so I thought. I'd been promoted to IT specialist. $65K now. And bought a used truck for weekend escapes to the lake. Jenna broke up with Mike. Moved back home briefly. Then wanted her own place. Deposits $1,500 help me start fresh. I agreed. But with conditions. Monthly payments back. Okay. She nodded eagerly. Suspense in her progress. She got a steady gig at a call center. But payments. Spotty $100 here. Nothing there. Regret for not formalizing it in writing. 2022 her. Big idea. Starting a home-based nail business. Need $2,000 for supplies and ads. This'll make me independent. Am I an idiot? He shrugged. Family's tricky. 2023 to early 2025 escalated the totals alarmingly. 2023 engaged to Kyle. A decent guy in construction. But his truck died. $3,000 loan for a new one. For our future. Sent it. Attending their engagement party with a smile. 2024 wedding costs ballooned. $4,500 for venue and dress deposits after Kyle's overtime dried up. Bro, your family make our day special. I hesitated longest here. Suspense thick. Say no. But visions of her walking down the aisle swayed me. Total by then. I finally tallied in a spreadsheet after a sleepless night. $17,000 given. Maybe $3K back in dribs. Regret crashed. That could been a down payment on a house upgrade or stocks that soared post-2024 election. The breaking point hit at our parents' 40th anniversary bash in July 2025. A sunny Saturday at the community hall we'd rented. With string lights twinkling and a buffet of ribs, coleslaw, and Mom's famous apple pie. Family from all over, uncles debating sports, aunts gossiping, cousins chasing kids around. I was mingling, beer in hand, when I overheard Jenna, a bit buzzed on margaritas, chatting with cousin Lisa by the dessert table. Yeah, Kyle and I are set. My brother's like my personal cash machine. Always comes through when I need a bailout. Lisa chuckled. Must be nice. How long had she joked like this? Regret for every unchecked Venmo. Confrontation unfolded later. In the dim parking lot as guests trickled out. Stars overhead mocking the tension. Jen, Heard your cash machine quip. That cut deep. She startled, then laughed nervously. Come on. It was harmless banter. No way that much. Dates. Amounts proof. Her face paled. Then defensive. You volunteered. Life's been hard, you had it easier with your stable job and no bad luck. Suspense in her confessions, Shed told friends I was her safety net. Bragged about my reliability. But admitted, repaying's tough with wedding debt. Curiosity piqued, did she feel guilty? Or entitled? We argued for an hour, childhood thrown in. Her accusing me of lording success. Me spilling hurt over dad's favoritism pressure. Parted with hugs turned cold, I drove home. Fists clenched on the wheel. Aftermath rippled like aftershocks. I confided in mom and dad over Sunday brunch. Weeks later they were floored. We knew some helps, but not this. Drama spread through family grapevine, awkward texts from aunts. Heard about the fight, hope y'all okay. Jenna's apologies came via voicemails. Didn't mean to hurt, let's talk. But trust fractured. I started therapy in August 2025. Unpacking. Eldest son syndrome. Over responsibility from dad's absences during his overtime years. Set firm boundaries. No more loans. Jen, love you. But I need space. Regret lingers deep, that money could funded vacations. A better retirement nest. Or even charity. Curiosity about her path, will marriage stabilize her? Kyle seems solid. But patterns die hard. We're cordial now, Thanksgiving invites accepted. But no deep convos. Flashbacks ambush that first $100. Her grateful smile. Now, wiser giving has limits. If you're watching, remember family love shouldn't bankrupt you. Twists shaped me, what's your story? But to really understand, let's peel back more layers on those early years. In elementary school, around 2000, Jenna borrowed my birthday money for a doll, promised repayment from chores, but forgot. I let it go. Curiosity thinking Shed learn. High school, 2008-2010, I tutored her in math. Covered for her skipping class. First post-grad ask. 2013 $150 for a concert ticket after she spent her check on clothes. Please. Bro, it's once in a lifetime. Sent it. Regret when she posted party pics while I studied. 2021 standout crisis, post-breakup depression. Therapy bills $800. I need this to heal. Covered it. Suspense hoping it turn her around. It did briefly, she got the call center job. But 2022's business flop, detailed plans shared over dinners. My excitement matching hers. Collapse blamed on economy. Real regret there. As I researched suppliers for her. Wedding saga. 2024 venue tours I joined. Offering advice. Her joy infectious. But asks relentless $500 for flowers. Tacked on. Party overhear, laughters sting replayed nightly. Confrontation details her shifting blame to joking under stress. Me listing every loan chronologically. Family mediation call with parents, dad stern. Repay what you can. Her promising installments that never materialized. Healing journey, therapy sessions weekly. Journaling regrets. New boundaries tested at Christmas 2024, small gifts only. No extras. Jenna's marriage in spring 2025, beautiful ceremony. My toast heartfelt but guarded. Curiosity lingers, will kids change her? For me, growth invested, saved cash in index funds. Traveled solo to Colorado for hiking, peace. Flashbacks fade. Replaced by self-worth. Drama's universal share to heal.